Hello, I'm Zagone with Northwest Winterfest. I invite you to learn more about the Chinese culture.
My name is Jian Golder, and people in Chinese society call me Rong Rong. It is probably difficult for American to spell Rong Rong, so I just told them Rong doesn't make it correct. But they still call me Jian Golder, except Chinese people. I'm the author. Rong is my pen name. And I also a journalist. I came from China, Shanghai to United States 32 years ago. I am old American. And today I'm so honored to talk about the food, Chinese food for Chinese New Year. So some people would think Chinese people eat everything except the leg of the table. It's kind of true in the history because we don't have a lot of food. So when it comes Chinese New Year, we did eat a lot. It's a banquet. So some information maybe American doesn't know very much. I would say few things. First of all is about the courses. You know, American has courses, European has courses, but our course probably is different than the others. First of all, we serve the wine or the liquor. Second course is the cold food in small dishes just for drinking. Now, not too many people drink a lot, so they just drink the juice or tea, but still eat that cold food. For example, like a pickled cucumber, like ham sliced, and some other things American probably not familiar with, such as mu'er. Mu'er is one kind of black fungus, which is very healthy, grow in the old trees, and some others too. The second course is the stir-fry food, which is mostly mixed with the meat of fish with the vegetables, like stir-fry pork sliced with Napa cabbage, like stir-fry slice of the fish with the celery, which is very pretty and hot. Have to take it right away to the table. So the third course is the roast food. They are big, chunky, like roast duck, roast pork, and roast chicken, or the pig food, and many kinds. They are not cut it. The whole thing will take it on the table. The next one is the soup. The soup is in huge pot. It's not a little bit. Maybe somebody in the Chinese restaurant, they had that kind of experience, which is served by the servant in the small bowl, but they took it on the table in big pot. So there are many kinds. And rice, maybe steamed bread, maybe some other like a wonton or dumplings or many other things. And then comes the dessert. The dessert is not like we have pies or cakes. We have many kinds with dry fruits and steamed cake and deep fry, like somebody kind of familiar with, like sesame balls fried in the Chinese restaurant, and many others too. So That is the courses of the whole banquet, we eat in the holiday. Another thing is most popular Chinese food for New Year celebration is dumpling. Everybody knows Chinese dumpling, right? The dumpling is not only for the northern Chinese food, also in southern too. Dumpling has a very beautiful history. In the history, 18 years ago, there is a Chinese herb doctor whose name is Zhongjing Zhang. And he find many poor people in the winter time and cold, no clothes, no food, and die on the street. So he tried to help them and put a big table and a huge pot and cook a lot of herb. Herb is edible. Herb and fruits and some other good nutrition food in the water. And after it's fully cooked, and he let the poor people on the street and drink the juice, or you call tea, or you call Chinese medicine. It's in tea type. Then the rest of them, they drain it and chop it and wrap it in the wheat seeds, which is the dumpling come from. So that was 18 years ago. And then just by the generations, and then the name has been changed, and the filling has been changed, but the shape has never changed. Just like the ear. Half round one, put it in half and fold it, and cook in the hot water until they're floating on the top. And add 1 cup or 2 cups of cold water. The second time it boiled and floating on the top, that's done. And the dumplings when they serve the dumpling, it has the sauce go with it. They dip the dumpling in the sauce. So the second popular food in the holiday is the fish, whole fish with head, skin, tail, bones, without gut, and no scales. So this means you are rich. Chinese language is very different than other languages. We have one words carries many meanings, and also the same pronunciation presents different words. So what the whole fish have to be keep it completely on the table for New Year. That means the fish presents rich, and you can't cut it. Then will you lose money? The fish in Chinese language read as yu. Yu. We have many yu, Y-U in Chinese spelling. We have many words pronounced yu. And there is one of the yu means rich, extra. You have a lot. So that's why Chinese people keep the whole fish. They don't want to chop it, don't want to cut it. There is a story about this. When I served the whole fish on the table for Chinese New Year, and my husband just doesn't like it. He said, we don't see the fish head on the table, and we don't like to see the small bones to serve on the table. And I told him this story, and he kind of respect Chinese tradition, but said that, can you move the fish head to your side? don't let me see much. So, but today, I thought we are getting closer to different cultures. I saw the tilapias in many supermarkets, Costco. They all sells as whole fish with head and the tail. Probably they didn't know what that means, but at least a lot of Americans are buying it and not refuse it.